Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be an open box review of the new Moebius 1972 Ford Ranger XLT pickup truck with the snowplow on the front. This kit just come out. The distributors are just now starting to put them out and everybody's starting to get them. I figured I better be a good time to just do an open kit review of it while it's brand new. The kit itself, I've been told, I haven't opened it yet, but I've been told that as usual with Moebius, the box is full of plastic. They tend to like to put a lot of parts in there that go with other trucks. They try to make use of their sprues, having the sprues be able to cover 2 or 3 trucks as far as frames and engines and stuff like that. So anyway, we're going to take a quick view of it, see what's in there, see what we think of it, and let's go from there. So let's open it up. Okay everybody, like I said, we're going to do an open box review of the new Moebius 1972 F250 Ranger XLT, and this comes with the snowplow as you see on the front of the box. It's got all the bracing right here, and of course the headlights on the bracing. The snowplow does work from what I understand. Some others have told me about it. I'm not sure that it goes up and down or it's posable that way, but I do believe they've told me you can move it left to right or center, ever how you want the snowplow to be pushing. So anyway, we're going to get into the box and see what's in here. I went on, when I opened the box, there was so much plastic in here and so many bags. It's 11 bags if I count it right. That's all the plastic, the clear, and all the chrome. There's actually 3 bags of chrome that goes with this truck. So we're going to start over here with the first bag and we're going to see what's in here. So the first pieces I see are the what would be the inner fender wells of the bed. Looking at it, it looks like this piece right here might have a bow in it. I'm going to have to get into it and see when I start working on it. But it does look like it might have a bow, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. Then we have another tree here that will have the valve covers, the intake. Looks to be one of the air cleaners. I think there's a couple different ones in the kit. I'm not sure which one it will call for. Like I said, Moebius is good for putting parts for a couple different trucks on their trees, so they don't have to have so many different trees. So some of these parts we see or look at may not be used particularly in this kit. Looks like we've got the hood hinges right here. We've got a couple lines right here. Some of the front engine components, more horns right there. That's a small brake booster right there. Again, we got a couple, looks like maybe heater hose where they've added in the kit. Again, here's another air cleaner bottom that goes with this one. So I'm not sure which one will be used, but we'll get into that after a while. And then in this bag was also the floor of the bed, and we've got the 2 side panels for the bed. I was looking as usual on the bottom of these beds on all trucks. There's some push pin marks which are a little difficult to get. I'm hoping the frame is going to cover up some of that. Again, we'll get into that when we start building on it. Hopefully all these over here will be covered up with the inner fender parts of the bed, but other than that, they look really good. It's got good crisp moldings. Bare metal foil will go down good on that right there and on this right here as well. So let's see what's in one of these other bags. Then in this bag right here we've got all the pedals. It's got the gas pedal, brake, clutch, and it's even got an emergency brake pedal. That's the first I've seen of a emergency brake pedal other than what would be in a center console on like a sports car or something. So let's see here. Then right here we've got the firewall. That looks pretty good. It's got some places where we're going to mount stuff on that. Here is the inner part of the tailgate, because it's got the Ford script in backwards, so this would be the inside part of the tailgate. And right here will be looks to be like a front splash pan that will go on the truck, probably under the radiator. That's what that looks to be. Right here we've got the dash. It's got some great detail on it. I do know there's a decal for the speedometer and some of the gauges. The rest of this can be really detailed out. Then we've got, this would be the front inner part of the bed that will go up towards the front. And then of course we've got the steering column right here. That looks to be really good. It's got a couple of the handles on it, turn signals, and so forth. And then on this piece of plastic, of course, we've got the battery, we've got the sun visors, we've got some shocks, got the jack that goes up on the probably the fender well, front fender well under the hood, 2 more horns, one overflow tank. These are small, looks to be some kind of hoses. And then of course we got the inner wheel backings that will go when we put all the wheels and tires and all together. Let's see here, next set of plastic. This right here will be all the snowplow pieces right here. The snowplow is actually bigger than I thought it might be, but it's good and heavy. It's cut up good. Don't see a whole lot of sanding other than a couple push pin marks in here you have to take care of. Like I said, up here is all the bracing and support arms and hydraulic arms. Like I said, more of the bracing. The stuff mounts up to the truck. This right here would mount probably to the frame of the truck where this is going to go. Got the 2 headlights that go up on the top of it that would help the driver trying to see where he's pushing the snow. So yeah, and here's your hydraulic pumps and all that, filters and all. So yeah, there's that. So then on this piece of plastic right here on this sprue, we have of course the frame. We've got the rear axle halves, the front axle halves. We've got another set of springs. Let's see here. Here's the transfer drive shafts. We got the regular drive shaft. Like I said, there's 2 different drive shafts here plus the regular one. I'm sure these go to the transfer. So that's what's on that sprue right there. Now let's see here. These in this bag right here, this would be the rear tailgate piece, because it's got the Ford emblem. I do know there's a decal in here that's got the Ford in chrome, and it's a wood grain decal that would go across the back right here. So then right here's another engine half right here. This might be an optional one because this doesn't look like the one that would actually go in the truck. And here's another intake right here. Again, like I say, we've already looked at one intake, so I'm not sure which one it'll be used. And on this sprue right here, we've got the steering wheel, we've got the front engine half, that looks to be the distributor, and let's see here, we got the heads right here. So there's a few pieces on that. And then on this sprue right here, of course, we've got the exhaust, we got the let's see here, radiator hoses. Got some pieces that go on the engine, another radiator hose, another distributor, alternator, looks to be the carburetor, water pump, let's see here, exhaust manifolds. So yeah, it's mostly engine components on this sprue right here. So moving over here to another set of plastic. In this bag we had the looks to be the rear bumper, or step plate bumper. Like I say, this one's not chrome, so I'm not sure if this one goes with this kit or not. Like I say, it might be where you can just have the option of having a painted bumper. And then of course right here we have our 4 wheels that will go on the truck. You can see the 2 right here are the like Ford has, where they put in the 4-wheel drive. You have to turn them, the hubs. So you got the 2 front, and then of course the 2 rear. And here will be your spare tire. It does have a mount, which is actually right here for the spare tire to go up under the rear of the truck. And right here is the brake brake plate backings that will go inside the wheels or mount to the axle before we put the wheel on, probably. So that's what's in that bag. And in the other bag of plastic right here, we have interior pieces, which will be the seats, the front seat. Of course, that's only seat ends the front seat. Then you got the door panels, which are really engraved really good, like the seats are. You can do some washing in there to give it some contrast or highlights. Like I said, the door panels are really engraved good, so that should be easy to deal with. And of course, we got the this would be the underneath the seat, or the behind the seat in the cab. The seat would go back against this part, I believe it is what it looks like. And right here we have the floor pan. Like I said, it's carpeted area right here, simulated carpet. Of course, your seat would mount right here, so you can give a little maybe some powder or something on it, make it look like carpet. And of course, we've got the hood right here. Hood looks pretty good, other than the normal push pin marks, which I really hate. If y'all hadn't told already, I really hate push pin marks. But with a little work on these, you should be able to get them sanded down. They're not in too bad of a spot to have to work on. Fill them in a little bit, and we can get that done. So let's see, that's the last piece of plastic. Now, I'm not going to take the glass out, so I hope this doesn't shine too bad. If it does, I'm sorry, but I don't like taking my glass out, so I just absolutely have to. But the red, we've got two tail lights right here, which will go on the back side of the truck, of course. And obviously we have windshield right here. We have the rear window for the cab right there. I don't know if I can see it, but anyway, it's then it's got the two vent windows. Got one right there and one right there. I know it's hard to see probably from what I'm seeing on my camera here, but it's not a whole lot on the clear, just the normal windshields, rear window. We got the two headlights, and then there's two more lights, like I said, that will go into the snowplow part. So, and then there's two, I believe those two marker lights will probably go on the snowplow itself too. I'll have to look at the instruction sheet again, like I say, when we get into it and see. So there's that. And let's see, let's take a look at some chrome. We got some chrome valve covers. This looks to be some chrome trim. We've got two chrome mirrors right here. They're really nice. This right here would be the two pieces that go on the back of the the bed, where the red brake lights will go into, marker lights. Here's another set of mirrors. You may have actually a third set. So there's three sets of mirrors in here. They may give you the option on it. Here's a looks to be a rear bumper, a chrome bumper on this one. And of course, that looks to be the front bumper. And we've got the front hood chrome trim goes under the hood right there. And let's see, the windshield wipers, that's on this sprue. And over here on this other sprue, we have the side moldings. Apparently what I was looking at on the bed, well, we'll look at it here in a little bit, but this mounts to the side of the bed. Let's see if I can pull it over here. I believe this might mount on here. Yeah, I believe it does, because they've got an indentation in the back of it so it'll fit over the body of the bed, so we don't have to bare metal foil that. And here's the front pieces that will go up on the truck body. So that looks pretty good. Set this out of the way. And we got two more chrome pieces here. Here's the front grille. Of course, headlights will go in there. Do some little wash down in these sections down here. Should look pretty good. Over here we have the rear view mirror, and looks to be maybe some marker lights. I'm not sure on that. Here's the door handles, and then here's the front chrome hubcaps, and this would be for the front ones because it's got the hole cut out for the center part to come through for the four-wheel drive, the hubs to lock your hubs. And let's see, the last two chrome trees we got here, there's two more hubcaps that would be the front, so I'm not sure whether this set would be used or the other. Like I said, we can look at that when we get into the actually working on the kit. And then there's four hubcaps that two are only going to be used because they'll be on the rear. Like I said, the hubs will be on the front, so only two of these will be used. But like I said, Moebius likes to use extra parts because they use this stuff for other kits and so forth. And then the last chrome tree has the front emblems that would go up on the fender of the truck body. And right here is the roof marker lights that will go up on the, of course, obviously the roof of the truck. Put a little, some clear paint on those and clear yellow, and that'll look good. And let's see here, I forgot to look at the body here a minute ago. So here's the body. Typical body, good body. Everything looks good and square on it. Doesn't appear to be any waves to it or any warpage anywhere. Again, some bare metal foil down here will be useful. And like I said, the on these chrome trees, let's see here. Here's one. Of course, it comes up to the point on the front. It'll mount right to the side of the bed, so don't have to do no bare metal foiling as we were talking about right here. It's pretty good engraving right here. Like I say, I think you probably run some bare metal foil around this chrome trim right there to separate if you do a two-tone. Let's see, but other than that, everything looks good on it, so that looks good. Let's see here, tire. Let me see if I can get this thing to focus. There's no brand name on the sidewall. It's just sort of a generic tire. It's got a good rubber feel to it, good and bendable. It should be able to, it's realistic looking. And of course it's got the tread on it right here. It's got what I guess you would call a snow truck tread. It certainly would go good in the snow or mud. And also in the kit comes with some chain that will be used obviously for the snowplow. That's what it would be used on the front side to lift that up and so forth. And let's see here. Let's go to the instruction sheets. We got a separate instruction sheet specifically for the snowplow. This is, like I said, all of this front and back is just for the snowplow part of it. Of course, all the trees we looked at, all the parts, the hydraulics, hydraulic pumps, the springs, blade end antennas to mark the end of the blades. There's your chain right there showing where it's mounting. And of course the lights, like we talked about, the headlight, you actually have your option right here. You can either use, let's see here, oh, if I can get it to, let me see here. So right here you can either use the headlight or you can use the long wider light. You have your option on that. And let's see here, here's a lift arm. Of course that would let's see here, this is your lift frame, and then of course this piece right here is going to probably mount, well, this piece right here will mount to your truck, and this will be on the front to mount to the plow. And then of course on the back you finish up, there's where it mounts, I guess, to the truck, and right here is the A-frame to pivot up and down. So you can tell I'm not real up on how snowplows are put together. This is sort of my first one on that. And see, here's the final assembly, final hydraulic cylinders going on that. So a little detailing, and that is going to look really, really good. And let's see, for the main instruction sheet here, let's see if I can scoot back out just a little bit. And get my fingers to work here, guys. Alright, so step one, we're just basically going to be doing front axles, rear axle, the transfer case. Start putting the frame together with the springs, steering box, and then of course we move on to putting the exhaust, rear shocks, and then start adding all the drive shafts, the transfer case, front axles. Let's see here, all that, and then of course we'll move over here and start adding the spare tire. Start putting all the front and rear tires and wheels together, and of course to come down, next step in two, we're going to be putting the tires and wheels onto the completed frame. There's the brake backer plates where I was talking about earlier. And see, in step three, we're going to start on the engine. Of course, yeah, there's those two pieces I said I didn't think would be, but they are used in this kit. So there's the two engine halves. Of course, adding the oil pan, transmission, adding the heads, and then start adding the fan, the belts, alternator, water pump, engine front cover. You got the valve covers, intake manifolds. Let's see, valve cover left, exhaust manifolds. There's that, and then completed engine over here. You have your choice of which air cleaner you want to use. So you can either use the two-piece right here, or you can use this one. Then you got your distributor, ignition coil, oil breather cap, carburetor, of course your starter. It's got a PCV hose, oil filter, and there's a completed engine, with basically the only difference being which air cleaner you used. Let's see, down here, then we start adding, going to mount the engine to the frame, add in the drive shaft, of course the radiator, the two horns, upper and lower radiator hoses, get all that completed. That should be all the drivetrain for the vehicle, so we'll be done with all that part. And then in step 4, we're going to start working on the cab. Let's say the glass, the vent windows, sun visors, rear view mirror, add the marker lights. Let's see here. Sorry about this, guys. I'm trying to get it where you can see it. Add the marker lights right here. Of course, then we're going to add the battery, windshield washer bottle. There's the jack where I was talking about. We'll go on the inner fender. Of course, you got the cab where everything's going to mount to, the firewall. Then we got the chrome tree bar that goes across the hood, where we talked about the hood emblems. They go up on the front. And let's see here. And then of course here's the chrome trim. It goes down the side that's on the chrome trees. You got the gas filler cap right here. You got the two doorknobs. Got the mirror. It gives you the option of 2 mirrors. There's 3 on the chrome tree, but apparently only 2 of them are optioned for this vehicle. And of course we got the right mirror, which of course you have the option, whichever one you use on the driver, we use on the passenger, of course. And see here, over here will be the interior. Here's the rear wall where we were talking about, where the seat will go up against. Of course, we got the 2 door panels. We got the seat. Then we come down here and continue on with the interior. We got the dash. Here's the snowplow control box. And here's the what to call the pedal locator. All the pedals will mount to that. I've never actually seen a locator piece. Usually you just mount the pedals underneath the dash, or either it's all one piece, but that's new. I've never seen that before. And then of course we got the steering column, and of course the steering wheel, transfer case lever, like we talked about, was on the tree, and then the regular shift lever right here. And then of course the interior will mount into the truck body itself. And then we're going to work over here to number 6, and the 2 inner fender wells where we were talking about. Then of course they will mount to the outer fender. Get that done, and then we add those 2 outer pieces to the regular truck bed. Here's the front wall like we discussed, and then the 2 pieces, there's an inner and outer tailgate piece that will go together. And then we're going to come down here, and then you've got your truck bed. We've got the 2 Ranger chrome side trim, the left and right. They will mount to the body, and like I said, with the indentation on the back of the chrome, it'll fit right straight to the piece they've got on the side of the beds. And then of course here's the tail light lenses, as I was talking about, will go into the chrome 2 chrome mounting housings right there. It goes on the bed. Then we're going to come over here to 7, which will be the final assembly. And you got the 2 heater hoses as we discussed. Of course you're going to drop your hood down. You got your front bumper, you got your rear bumper, and of course the bed and all that will go to the frame. Get all that mounted up. And then we'll come over here, and this is a snowplow. Adding that, if you do want that on there after you've put it together, that shows you where to and how to mount the snowplow part to your truck. And by that, then you will be done. And of course Moebius, they like to give you some diagrams on collar call outs and what stuff's supposed to be. So here's a picture of the Ford engine, as like I said, and under the hood as they talked about. Here's a dash that they show completed, and of course here's some interior pieces. Well, the interior hub, how they've two-toned that. Got the wood grain dash. There's the snowplow, how they painted it yellow. Of course got the hydraulics. It'd be silver on the arms where they work back and forth, and then a black, all the black frame. And we'll look at the decals here in just a second. So that shows you, like I say, how they've got both sides two-toned, and then the chrome on it. They've got I see a company name on the side of the truck, which is, I think, on the decal sheet. And of course on the back they give you all the 72 Ford truck paint collars. These are all the, and then here's the different two-tone options where you had in 72. Just, you could do a collar on the top, or a collar on the top all the way halfway down, or you could have a collar in between the top and the bottom. So there's all the collars you could get in 72. And let's take a look at the decal sheet. And let's see. As I said, there's let's see here. There we go. So anyway, there's the back forward piece that goes on the tailgate. Here's a piece that will go up on the air cleaner. Here's the gauges and so forth that I was talking about on the dash. Let's see here. Here's another air cleaner piece, depending on which air cleaner you want to use. And let's see, here's some different company names to put on the side of the truck. There's the autocraft for the battery. There's a little small Ford emblem, and I'd have to look at the instruction sheet again to see exactly where that one goes. And we got some Ranger XLT emblems here. And let's see, let me take a look here real quick. Oh, here's Ford script and Ford script. Again, I have to look at the instruction sheet to see exactly where they would go, but they've got that on there. And some other little odds and end decals. Again, let's see, I'm trying to see. Here's another Ford logo. Well, not it's Ford script, so I'm not sure where they would go again, it's on your decal, I mean your instruction sheet. So, but anyway, their decals look to be really good, like Moebius always is. So yeah, that's going to be good. So with that pretty much covers the kit. Like I said, it is a ton of plastic in here. So most of it, I believe, is going to be used. We're going to have a few leftover parts, but most of it will be used up. And of course, Moebius is always a good brand to build. They always build up good. They got good heavy parts, so it's going to be a heavy model when we get done with it. So with that, that's going to be the end of the open box review. And I will remind everybody, I'll put a link in my in the description, but if anybody would like to get a shop card or trade them out, I'd love to have y'all's. Just email me, drop me a line, and I'll send you a shop card to you. And maybe if you got one, you could return the favor and send me one back to add to my collection. So with that, I appreciate everybody watching. I appreciate all the subs where I'm getting, and hope I get a thumbs up on everything. If you don't like it, just give me a thumbs down. Like I said, let me know what I'm doing wrong, and I'll try to work on it. So with that, happy building.